is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy, the Video Hunter. Well, I don't know if this is a new video or if I'm gonna connect it with the other clips that I took that are incomplete. But anyways, welcome. We are headed to Vinyl Solution today in San Mateo, California. My boy Max Road put me on to this place. They've got all kinds of media. They've got cassette tapes. They're mainly a music store, but they do have LASERDISC, and they got VHS, DVDs, and all of that good stuff. So we're gonna go there. I'm mainly looking for VHS LASERDISC, as you guys know. So let's head there. I've been there once before. This is my first time bringing you guys along. So that's exciting. So let's go. All right, here we are. Walking into the store. As you can see, they've got plenty of vinyl all around. Pretty much any media you can think of, they got. Here's their little VHS section. They've got a lot of commons, but once in a while you'll find a gem in there. This day I didn't find any rare, high value stuff, but if you're just starting off your collection, this is definitely a great place to stop by to kick off your collection. Not just VHS, but they've got vinyl, they've got cassette tapes, they've got CDs, DVDs. But the gist of their store is vinyl. They are called Vinyl Solution, so they've got plenty of that for sure. Here's The Leading Man with Bon Jovi. I ended up grabbing that one. Just kind of obscure. I've never heard of that one. Here's another one, Father and Scout with Bob Saget. And I believe that's the kid from Blank Check. Sometimes I like to check out tapes like this, like informational tapes. Bionicle. Never heard of this one. Probably would have been cool, during the 2000s, but Cutaway with Dennis Rodman. I ended up grabbing this one for some reason, and I later figured out that it's a 2 cassette set, and I only got one of the tapes. Bach and Broccoli. Here's a sealed Rugrats movie. You don't see that often, so I had to get that. Some very clean, looks like a late re-release of An American Tail. Those things look new. Here's Aladdin, not the Disney one. So that was kind of interesting to find. Casper's Haunted Christmas. I think I ended up leaving that. I should have grabbed that one probably. Here's Pokemon 3, the movie. I've almost never see any Pokemon tapes out in the wild. I was mainly looking at this because I like that bright yellow case. Gods Must Be Crazy. Super funny movie. Justin and Kelly Clarkson movie. I guess that was like a musical or something like that back then when they were in American Idol or after American Idol. Now we are in the LaserDisc section. As you can see, the LaserDisc section is not too big. But for a beginner collector like me, you are for sure to find something you need because, like any collection, you like to start with the basic blockbuster hits like the E.T.s, the Home Alones, the Pretty Womans, all that good stuff. What we like to refer to as commons. But when you're starting off, you got to get them. And here's a good example of that, Aladdin. I feel like that's an essential. The Crying Game. They released a lot of like really old movies on LaserDisc as well, like movies like that last one over there. Dirty Dancing. Here's the perfect example of an essential. Just the blockbuster hits from the 80s and 90s. The prices of the LaserDisc are super fair here too, so they're priced at $2.99, I believe. But if you buy 5, you get 5 free. So you're pretty much paying half of that, which is about $1.50 per disc, as long as you buy at least 5. So, great deal. Again, they don't always refill, these sections, but when you catch it at the right time, you can find something. And here's one of them, The Outsiders. My friend Max Road had told me that that's a pretty sought-after LaserDisc, and I was not aware. If you look it up on eBay, some of the prices are pretty up there for that one. La Bamba. Indiana Jones, another essential for any collection. I've actually got 2 of them already. I'm just missing one more of the trilogy. Romancing the Stone. Preacher's Wife. Denzel. I almost grabbed this one. It looked kind of interesting, but ended up leaving it. Another one that it was kind of intrigued by. One from the Heart. Mr. Baseball. Lethal Weapon 2. The Last Seduction. Some Tom Selleck. Just a bunch of older stuff. You definitely have plenty of that if that's your thing. And this was an exciting moment for me. Home Alone. I still need the second one. Gotta have both. On LaserDisc, if you have a copy, do let me know. An older Nicolas Cage. Here's one of those LaserDisc sampler discs where it just has little clips of all kinds of available titles. Star Trek. Snow White. Actually just watched Snow White with the kids and the family. It wasn't as bad as everyone is saying it is. I guess when you take into consideration some of the comments that she's made in public, that kind of clouds your judgment a little bit. But I do agree with some of it because Snow White is an iconic princess, Disney princess, so you got to carry yourself a certain way. But her voice is beautiful. The movie was not bad at all. Costume could have been better. Some of her facial expressions with her underbite, like that everybody's been making memes out of. I mean, I can't erase that from my head anymore. But other than that, if we're just talking about the movie, not considering, all the comments she's made in public, it wasn't a bad movie at all, in my opinion at least. But I think, there's plenty of other actresses that could have probably done just as well or better than her. That's just my opinion. Here's another one of those sampler discs that kind of showcase what the LaserDisc is capable of. I think this is some sort of music video collection. All right, you guys, we are back home. I'm so excited. We found some really cool stuff today. Let's start with the tapes. Off the top here, we have a Clint Eastwood movie, Paint Your Wagon. Next up, Father and Scout. I've never seen a Bob Saget movie, so aside from the Full House episodes, I've never seen him in a movie. Is this the kid from Blank Check? We got Cutaway, Now, the reason I got this is because Dennis Rodman is in it, which kind of intrigued me. Baby's Day Out, John Hughes movie, and I love John Hughes movies. Sports Illustrated, 1995, the year in sports. I believe this is the year that the 49ers won the Super Bowl, when they had Deion Sanders and Steve Young, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, and all that. Pokemon 3, the movie. This is my first Pokemon movie tape. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, but the tapes were actually 50 cents each, 50 to 60 cents per tape. Again, I have this already, of course, but this is a sealed copy of the Rugrats movie. For 60 cents, why not? This one is Aladdin, not the Disney Aladdin, but the Good Times Aladdin. These last two tapes I picked up simply because for the case, really. They still look brand new. In no particular order, off the top here, this is a video standard. It's one of those videos that show, it's like a demonstration of the capabilities of LaserDisc, pretty much. The Abyss. I am still building my LaserDisc collection, and I'm happy to add this one. Widescreen edition. The Goodbye Girl. I actually got this movie on tape in a recorded tape lot. I watched a little bit of it, and I was kind of enjoying it. I kind of liked the story and all. This one I had never heard of. This one is called The Last Seduction. The year's most provocative thriller, according to New York Newsday. This one is a music LaserDisc. Berlin. I don't know, I just love the aesthetic of that cover. I mean, the back cover and the back photography just screams 80s. You got some Burt Reynolds in Paternity. One from the Heart. And this one I'm really excited about. I don't care how common it is on LaserDisc, but I did not own it yet. Home Alone widescreen edition on LaserDisc. I am so excited about this one. This is probably the one I'm most excited about. If you know me, Home Alone 1 and 2 are two of my all-time favorite movies. Two movies that I can watch over and over and over again without getting tired of it. And it looks like there's a behind the scenes right here. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to check that out. I just need Home Alone 2 Lost in New York now, and I'll be happy. Another essentials movie I feel like that you gotta have in every 80s collection, Dirty Dancing on LaserDisc. Why not? That was then, this is now. I do know Emilio Estevez, but I've never heard of him in this movie. Looks like my style definitely though, just looking at it. Have you guys seen this one? It says 1985, so mid-80s flick. We'll check it out. Take 5, AV, audio, video, laser sampler disc. Last but not least, we have Phil Collins live at, what does that say, Perkins Palace. I'm a big Phil Collins fan. That is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this hunt, this video. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I got busy with other things in life and my kids and my family. So I'm sure you guys understand. Please like the video. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe if you're passing through for the first time. I am the Video Hunter, signing off for now. I will see you guys on the next one.